That is a really good image to put along this song. This Metal Slug song, scary like midnight wandering. That really fits. I don't know where Puku got that little hamster like revving up video, but like, God, that is good. That is such like, that is powerful. What is that little thing doing? What are those movements? Is it like, I guess it's trying to chew off the fabric of whatever it's on, but like, unbeknownst to it, it's doing it in a very funny way. What's up? Hello, once more Halloween games. This is another oldie, but the goodie. I already like let's play this game one time, Limbo. It's like one of the only few like actually like, you know, Halloweeny like spooky games that like kind of come up to my like comes to mind immediately. You know, this is the joke of the title is that literally everyone and their fucking mother knows what this game is. I think at least at some point people did. Back in like the PS3 days, this was like revolutionary because it's like silhouette and not just like a fucking shooter game. I think that's why like these 2010s like indie games were such like a crazy hit, is because like people didn't know what like a real video game looked like anymore, because it was all shitty shooters and GTA. So like when a game looked like this, or fucking dare I say Braid, or what was it called, like God forbid I say Braid, people are just like, wow, it's so art. It's like, wow, because their brains are fucking rotted by dog shit shooter games. That's the reason they rose to power. That said, I don't actually really hate Limbo the same way that I hate Braid or even Fez. This game is fine. My let's play of this game, I titled, the name of it was like Limbo is, and then in parentheses, isn't boring. Like the title was supposed to be like, you know, Limbo is boring, Limbo isn't boring. This is a very boring game, but I kind of appreciate it. I think it looks kind of neat. Like I certainly like the look of this more than Inside, these guys' other game. Like I like the whole silhouette, like little, you know, moody, depressing look of it. Even if it is kind of like, I don't know, this era of indie games have this very particular look. Again, this and Braid look kind of very similar, except this is monochrome. It's the sort of like tweening, flash-like, very HD, like cartoony look. Like I don't know how to explain, but like the way that this little boy is drawn, this is like so retro, like Mario pixel art, but for like 2010s, like I guess indie games or just video games in general, like 2D sort of 2D art game. So retro is this is what it looks like. Let me just that said, this game, I would say that Fez and Braid are like pretentious like art piece games. This one is not. People would be like quick to call this game like pretentious and, you know, about depression, but it isn't, because this game has no story. I said that in my let's play. This game has like no real meaning to it whatsoever. It's just a little boy lost in limbo, and in a way I like that. I like that it isn't some deep statement about saving the princess like Braid is, like very childish sort of like, oh yes, I'll use saving the princess in Mario Bros as a deep metaphor for like relationship abuse. It's not childish like that. This is just a weird sort of abstract game about a kid lost in limbo in this very fucked up, unforgiving world. And there's floppy physics, look at that. And in gameplay, I don't also like this game very much. I don't like puzzle. This is a block pushing game, a block pushing game platformer, I would call it. Like, this is specifically a puzzle game that's about like pushing boxes and doing sort of menial little puzzle things. Like, I'm not a big fan of this kind of game. The puzzles in this game get kind of annoying later on. Early on, it's pretty easy, but you know, later on it gets more like, it's at the start it's like simple and there's enough sort of like set pieces to keep entertained, like the spider. But as this game goes on, it just gets more and more and more boring, and I never beat it. I won't beat it this Halloween either. Like, I probably will not beat this game at all. I'll probably play it once and then move on to better things. But Like every single time I've started playing this game since I've owned it on Steam, I always do the start up to where you like kill the spider and get to the worms, and then I don't beat it. Cause like I don't know, this game it just doesn't do much for me. Like besides the cool visuals, the gameplay of it is just like little puzzles, and it's like, you know, I'm kind of stupid anyway. I'm not much one for puzzle games, regardless. But like, particularly this game, I don't feel like it has like it doesn't have like that much staying power. At least nowadays, I guess, you know, there's like the standards have gotten higher since this game. Like, you know, when this was out, it was like, wow, like this is art, this is video games going from now forward. In a way, I kind of can't hate this game because I look back on that era of games like kind of fondly, of like around when, you know, Spelunky, this, Meat Boy were getting like popular, like little indie games made by, you know, more unknown, you know, quote unquote unknown, like underdog creators. It felt like games were going somewhere around this era. Like it felt like games were like getting up to like a new level where like little games made by like one guy could be crazy like this. But that had sort of passed, and now how do you do this again? And now I don't know. Now these games have sort of less of an impact on life, really. But you know, that was just that's my. Whenever I like get into the topic of like 2010s like indie games, I always ramble about it and don't like get anywhere. How's the audio on this pitch? This is a very silent game. This is a very, very, very quiet, just ambient game. It has no music. So, like, is the volume of the sound effects? You just heard the bear trap go off. Do you think it's like... Do you think the audio is, like, good? The audio isn't, like, jump scaring you when it gets loud? Because, you know, that's just how this game kind of is. Wow, I was entranced in that very long rant. Hello, Wyatt. Hello, Dr. Dan. Hello, Tommy. What's up? Welcome to stream. How's it doing? Big fucking news, fellas. Actually, like, pants-shitting news. Puku goes back to his home on the 12th, so like in 2 days. And once he comes, you know, he goes back to his home, we can start start streaming the Halloween games that I wanted to play with him and whatnot. And he can also like play games. So that is gonna be crazy. Is that another spider? I never thought about that. Is that another? Maybe it isn't. It's just a hairy rock. Odd. Hard to gauge, but it should be good. Yeah, you just heard the rock like happen there. Again, this game has no music or anything, so it's only the sound effects. I'll like even raise it by 2. Fuck it. Who cares? I think this game has like one song and it's like a little, you know, string ambience scary. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Forgot. Oops. This would have been considered slop if it came out on the 3DS? Yeah, probably. I mean, It's like, it's very odd. This is a very simple game. Almost like too simple, but like, there's some beauty in its simplicity. But like, you know, there's a sort of like, I think the stock was had back when Braid had like a shitty remaster that nobody liked, and John Blow like shed his pants about it. But like, saying that like, if this game was released nowadays, like if Braid or this would release nowadays, they wouldn't stand out because there's like a trillion like it. I feel like there is some truth to that. Like these games were sort of, they were positioned in their release sort of well. Because again, back then, around when this came out, every game was like just a generic shitty shooter. So like something like this really stood out to like gamers because it was different. Like its novelty was pretty novel for its era. Nowadays, I feel like because there's more like this, it's sort of less novel now. But it might be unfair to say that, you know, if this released nowadays, it wouldn't be popular because, well, you can't really... That's not how history works now, is it? You can't on the fly rewrite history so that Limbo never existed and then place Limbo currently in the timeline, because a lot of like little puzzle game, indie games, like sort of, you know, pretentious art piece games were inspired by this and Braid and Fez and all these stupid games. So like it's weird to judge. How the fuck do I don't care. I really don't care. The eggs are just like they're, you know, Easter eggs. It's like epic, like meta joke. Very cool. I don't care about them. Because this game is nothing. I wouldn't say that entirely. It is a little bit on the, you know, again, boring side. A lot of it is just kind of almost like wonder. I almost wonder like what's the point of certain things about this game. Like it feels like it's trying to build up to something at some points, but then it just isn't. Like it feels like at some point, like at certain points, it's like trying to be like, oh, this is the story about regret or something, but it isn't. Again, I think there is like, oh right, I think there's some merit in this game just being sort of pretty to look at. Like there, it's just like, look, it's a spider. You just look at weird abstract scenarios that this little boy goes through, and I feel like there's some like modicum of merit to it, but it does feel a little bit pointless, like sort of looking at the bigger picture of this game. I don't know. This air reminds me of Del Lago from Resident Evil 4. That game, whoa. That game, the part where it becomes night and all the ganados become like more evil and scary, that part is really cool. That game is pretty neat. I don't really like much care about like survival horror or Resident Evil. My cousin played Resident Evil 4 like a trillion times on his PS2. And I kind of like got a little sick of looking at that game, but it does have neat things. It's sort of the most neat like Resident Evil game, like on my book. Like I like the regenerators and stuff, and like there's a lot of weird spooky shit in that game, like the Las Plagas and stuff. It's neat. It's cool. All right. It's really sad that It's really sad that this game doesn't really have many like creature encounters like the spider in it. Like this spider, the whole spider section of this game is pretty damn. Fuck you. It's pretty damn memorable. Like just this weird, unnatural, gigantic spider. This is pretty neat. But like later on this game, you go into like a factory and there's like inverted gravity. And like I guess the part where the little boys like attack you and stuff, like the weird like wild children encounter, is kind of like also a little neat. There's like something to it. Like there's some character to it. Like, oh, these weird like evil like versions of you or something, evil children, and you know, the spider and stuff, and the worms, I guess also. But like just going through like the city level that's completely empty, you know, it's Limbo, it's supposed to be desolate and fucked up, but like it feels a little too uneventful. I don't know, it's kind of lame. Again, I've only ever seen the later parts of this game through like, yeah man, through like let's play, you know, gameplay like on YouTube form. I never got there myself because the game is really boring. Hello Lou, what's up? Welcome to this. Don't I hate this game? Not really. Despite how much I've shit talked it in, let's see, 16 minutes. It's been 16 minutes, and I've already disparaged this game in so many different ways. I don't hate it. That's the thing. It's really boring and kind of like bland, but I don't hate it. Probably because I have like some nostalgia for it. Because like again, like my cousins were the primary like shooter, like teenage, like only plays shooter games demographic ever when they were like, you know, teens back when like the PS3 was new. So they were sort of the primary like audience to be wowed by this game. Because, you know, they're like, oh, God of War, Call of Duty, GTA, then fucking Limbo. Like, what the hell is this? It must have scrambled their brains. Like, it must have been crazy. Again, that's what I attribute, like, the popularity of games like this and Braid is just because it's different. In an era where games are all the same shit. It probably, you know, like, I remember my cousins being like, wow, look, there's this new game fest. You're a little thing, you spin around, it's crazy. And when I was a kid, I was kind of like, wow, that's just, you know, sort of stupid, half-farmed child brain. I was just like, wow, it's a crazy game. As I grew up, I sort of resent that my cousins were like, this is the best thing ever, when I know for sure that it is not. Like, I know that the only reason they thought these games are crazy is, again, because their palette was not varied. Like, fucking go play Cave Story or something. Like, Limbo is not the craziest thing you've ever played whatsoever. Just you just don't know any better. And I sort of grew to, resent Fez and this and whatnot, because my cousins would be like, wow, this game is crazy, and like dismiss the sort of more like odd games that I liked growing up. Like my taste in video games, it was sort of like I was sort of always fucked, because I always cared about sort of oddity, novelty games that are weird and not like typically, like not mainstream. I was a little hipster. Like I always liked weird shit that wasn't very talked about, and like most of the like 2010s, like 2010s to like 2015, 16, all the games that were talked about like largely by people were like shitty, like again shooters and like action games, like popular AAA action games and whatnot. And me as a stupid child who liked weird little odd games, I was like, oh, I wish there are better ones. And also the part of that is also because like I couldn't play the games myself because I had no consoles. I had to watch my cousins play games to sort of consume gaming. I could only play Flash games on the computer, or like see my cousins play PS2 and PS3 and all the shit they would play, because they were dumbass like 15-year-olds was like Call of Duty and GTA, which like got real boring real quick. I would just pester them to like do anything different in those games. Like apparently, like I would always pester my cousin to like go into the beach, into the water in GTA San Andreas and stuff, because like I would see him just driving around and like doing the regular GTA stuff, and I was like, this is boring. Go swim or something. Go find a shark. Like I wanted literally any sort of not mundane. Not GTA is not mundane. You don't shoot people on a regular basis, but like I wanted things that were sort of fantastical and different in games, and like watching them play just generic realistic shooters, it made me resent like the sort of mainstream gaming like zeitgeist a lot as a kid, because it was just like, this is fucking boring. I want something like cool and like different and colorful. And my cousins were my main source of like hearing about new games. They were always playing lame shit, and then occasionally there would be like the spark of hope of like Little Big Planet. Like it just so happened that the PS3 and like whatnot had like a couple weird, like more silly, whimsical games like I liked. Like that's why I had such like a large attachment to a Little Big Planet. Wow, I remember so much of this. Why I have such like a great attachment to Little Big Planet, not only because they're fantastic games, but also because like they were a breath of like whimsy and hope to my desolate child life, where all game was like lame generic shooter, because they were some of the only baby games that my cousins would like, and it made me sad that there aren't many others. Oh look, there's the evil child. This game would rock hard if it ended the second that you killed the spider. Like, this would fucking rock as like a short game that's not like more than 30 hours long. 30 minutes long. Like, if this game ended right on the spider death, this would be good. Because like everything that you remember about Limbo is from the first like 1 hour of gameplay. Like, the only things you remember from Limbo: fighting the spider, the weird children, the worms. This is all from like the first 1 hour and a half of the game. All that shit with the anti-gravity factory in the town, nobody remembers that from like 3 hours into the game. It overstays its welcome like by a bit. Like all of the memorable shit is like front loaded in the start of the game. That's probably why I never, go like past the first cave area, is because like you've seen it all once you've like killed the spider in this game. It's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Because like this game is not short. Well, it's short, but it's not as short as it should be. What did I send you? Lua sent me that, and then I sent it to you because of beatbox and stuff. Pretty cool, isn't it? Okay. The first protagonist looks like a bald, butt-booty, naked version of Cave Story's main character. It kind of does look a little... you know what? Yeah, that's probably what... Oh, right. It's probably what that game, like, what that game's visual style is somewhat based off, is Cave Story with a mix of, just other generic retro aesthetics. How do you do this again? What is this shit? Go. 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 Huh? What? How does... Huh, okay. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Fez? Fez... God damn it. Forgot. Oh, well. What's the story of this game? What does it mean? It means nothing. Which, again, works in its favor. This game is nothing. This game is just, again, it's on the title. It's Limbo. You're a little kid stuck in Limbo, a sort of hellish, desolate land, and you gotta survive a little bit and, like, do cool block-pushing puzzles. There isn't any. I think their game inside has, like, a modicum more of, like, storytelling, kind of. Not storytelling, just story events. Like, you become a meatball at the end and whatnot. But it still doesn't really have much of a real story. And I like that. I like just a sort of... I can fuck with like just a vague posty, like whatever, like game that just like is cool. Because again, this game's aesthetic, I like it better than Inside. I think it's like fairly neat. Again, oh cool. The sort of tweeting, mildly like bland look aside, it's neat. I can't think of many other games that look solely silhouetted, and it might come as a surprise, but I quite appreciate silhouette looks. Might be very surprising coming from me, but I like things that are only, you know, pitch black silhouettes. I like that. It's funny you bring up 2000 FPS. You're streaming COD tonight. That's not scary. That's not Halloween. What the fuck? What the fuck? Come on, man. Go do your job, please. Alright. Look, I'm playing Silksong. There's a spider. Oh, okay. Good. Yay. What was I gonna say? What the fuck is this dumb, little stupid, little baby shard that Nintendo did? I keep hearing people talk about this dumb, like, My Life With You. Like, it's a short on, like, Nintendo's main channel where, like, a little baby plays with Pikmin. What is that? It looks like fucking baby Elsa Gate, like Coco Melon, and everyone is like, oh, this means like it's Pikmin 4. Oh, this is gonna be the announcement to the next Pikmin game, and it's like, shut up! Like, what is happening there? What are they doing? What are those silly gooses at Nintendo cooking up with this stupid Coco Melon like bit? What are they doing there? It's so dumb. It's like starting to piss me off a little bit. It's like, oh, it's gonna be Pikmin 4. It's gonna be like, there's gonna be humans in Pikmin 4. Oh, like, shut up. They're announcing Pikmin short animations with a baby. Why is there a baby? Who put the baby here? It's like I'm like oh god, I'm like Frozone in the Incredibles short, where they're like watching their shitty like Clutch Cargo cartoon. It's like, was it you who like okayed the rabbit? Who put the rabbit there? It's like, it's me with the stupid baby. Like who okayed the baby? You good, man? You're not doing too good, are you? What do I do again? Oh yeah, it's animal cruelty. Oh, go get it. Pick it up. Very good. Good job, Limbo child. Yay. Hello, Zara. What's up? Welcome to stream. Welcome to Limbo. Yeah, does anybody know what the fuck Baby Shorts is about? It's like, it's maddening. Look at that. I kind of like that you can see a little bit of the spider's face in the silhouette. You can tell that it's like just a realistic spider. I would like it better if it was like just if it was just an orb, like just a completely faceless orb spider, an orb weaver even. Can I just... I wonder if this would get me copyright claim, but like, this is so funny. Like, this is a very funny short, and like, for you to understand the sort of like the like madness that I was like going through with the stupid baby short. Where is it? Incredibles Clutch Cargo. Yeah, that... What the fuck? Yeah, that works. Wait, does it? The Adventure of Missing Crab. Yeah, that. Hold up. I don't think this get me like copyright. Oh my god. All right. Ew. Teen Titans. Gross. Where is it? It's like, there's this stupid fucking short where like Frozone and Mr. Incredible are like they're doing commentary for like a shitty cartoon that they made for them, and it looks like Clutch Cargo, which is that disgusting, like, I think it's made by the Aqua Teen Hunger Force guys, but like the mouths, like the lip sync on, like instead of animating mouths, they just record real people's mouths doing it, and it's really stupid. I don't know why they did this for like the developer commentary for the, like it's like a DVD extra for The Incredibles, but it's really funny. Where's the fucking rabbit thing? Is it the Frozone getting pissed off at the rabbit? It's so funny. Where is it?
You said it never aired.
Well, if it had aired, the kids would have liked it.
This is a stain on my otherwise spotless endorsement record. You owe me one, Incredible.
I never saw this. We were forced to go underground before the episodes were finished. You can't blame me.
Frozone is only involved in
I
quality
think
work.
it's here.
Crappy animation reflects badly on
Oh,
me.
for Pete's sake. It's not you.
It's my likeness.
It's a cartoon.
And now you have me involved in this
There it is.
commentary. Further connected me to work that is clearly inferior and connected me to a rabbit. Did you okay the
I
rabbit?
had nothing to do with the rabbit. I don't know where they got the rabbit.
Well, somebody okayed the rabbit.
Someone okayed the rabbit. Yeah, who the fuck okayed the baby? Who okayed the Nintendo Pikmin baby? Like, who made that? Who decided on that? Ugh. Dear God. Where is Limbo? Where is Limbo? Hello? There it is. I dislike this. They're announcing with Pikmin Shorts. It's not a new game. Man. Ugh. Little high crow. The clutch cargo reference would go over any kid's head. Yeah, I don't know who had the choice to like make it clutch cargo, but it's very funny. And it does sort of work on like, you know, sort of capturing the cheapness they were going for with that bit of like, you know, like old superhero cartoons that are very, very low quality. Good job, Limbo Kid. Like very low quality, just like slop for like to sell toys for kids. Pretty funny. Like it comes across like, regardless if you know about clutch cargo, it's like it's still a very funny bit. And Frozone is like the funniest character in Incredibles. It's great. I love when he rants about something. It's good. Okay, the rabbit. Oh man, I'm glad that I can entertain myself while playing Limbo. Reminds me of the time you ripped off a wing of a fly and watch it crawl around the floor. First time you felt guilt on an insect. That's fucked up. I feel real bad for like, you know, cellar spiders, the long ones that are like, all right, the worm. They're like the long ones that are like, what's it called? Oh wow, this is so fucking early into the game. I always forget this, like, what, 20 minutes? Like 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes into the game and you're already in the worm cave. It's crazy. Huh? Alright. Worm cellar spiders. They're so flimsy, like they lose their legs all the time. I feel bad for them. Like they're so like flimsy and they like walk around all like, they sway around a lot and are like sort of weird and like stick like. I feel real bad for them because like if they lose a leg they can't grow it back anymore. Like they just like don't have it. What did that guy do? Just chilling? Dumb. Like they don't grow them back like, you know, like lizards' tails and whatnot, and I feel bad for them. I feel bad for insects that have like very little time to live, although I think cellar spiders live for a little bit, but like, you know, moths only live for like 1 day, butterflies live for like 3 days or a week. It's sad, even though bugs and just sort of animals in general don't have much, you know, purpose in life. You want to see them live. You want to see them live for as long as they, you know, possibly can, like live their little life cycle as long as they can. And seeing that's why, you know, seeing a bug that makes you sad, even though that bug was gonna die in like a day or whatever, even if it wasn't what is this again, like even if it wasn't killed, it would die of natural causes eventually anyway. But like with animals, you want them to like live for as much as they can. And all right, I always think that is a fucking snail, like that corpse is like a crab or something. Good, but like it's a corpse with like arrows on it. I always like see it wrong. What is it saying? Bugs, animals? Yeah, you want to see them alive, and you know, feel bad for the ones that like live for so little. I think that like what is it that like lives for like a fair amount of time? There's like some animal that I thought would live for very little actually like lives for a bit, and it makes me like glad for that. What was it? Was it chinchilla? Apparently chinchillas live for like 12 years or something, which is like, I would not expect that because chinchillas are pretty tiny. They're not that tiny. I guess I would say this, a pretty good way to quantify it. A chinchilla is a small rabbit rather than a big hamster. Like, if you look at how big a chinchilla is, they're actually pretty large. Like, they're not quite as big as, you know, a fully grown rabbit, but they're at least as big as like a sort of like 2 months old rabbit, I guess. Like a mildly biggish little rabbit. Many quantifiers there, but you kind of get it. It's not like, you know, like a tiny little hamster. You think of a little hamster like the biggest a hamster could possibly be. That's not how big a chinchilla would be. It's a little bit bigger. Parrots live for a long time, which is cool. I think like my grandma once had a parrot, and I was wondering, like, I was a stupid child. I was always like, can you make it talk? But she was always like, no. It was probably not even the type of parrot that talks. I was just like, you know, the only thing that I know about parrots from fucking cartoons was that they talk. So I was like, what is this again? Am I doing this right? Yeah, I guess so. These, like, puzzles, later on in the game, all the puzzles are just this kind of thing. Oh, good. Like, all the later puzzles are just this kind of, like, pull a lever, push a lever, fucking weigh something down. And I don't like it. It's lame and boring. At least when I was Let's Playing this, I could, you know, cut off, like, a bunch of, like, just failing at the puzzles. I didn't really fail at these early puzzles because, you know, they're early and babyish. But like I was able to cut off a lot of downtime in this game. It's weird to say that, you know, this game would have downtime because the whole game, it's all downtime. It's all about just slowly traversing and seeing things and you know, solving slow-ass block-pushing puzzles. I hate block-pushing puzzles, you guys. Can you tell? Can you tell that I really hate block-pushing puzzles specifically? Like, not even just the idea of puzzles in general. I specifically mean, like, ew, little hamster. I specifically mean, like, in a 2D game, having to push a box somewhere to, like, make a lever work or something. I always hated them. It feels not good. Again, I'm very stupid, but I never liked it. I would much prefer to, like, in a game be, like, doing things. Like, sort of more action things, maybe. Not pushing boxes and whatnot. Here's the worm, by the way. So it's kind of cool. It turns the game into like mobile auto runner, and you gotta get rid of it like that. Pretty easy, pretty good. I always thought it was kind of a neat, like, sort of what's it called, abstract visual that once the worm like gets in your brain, it literally just pierces through your skull. Like, little Limbo boy should not be alive no more. Like, the way that the worm literally just gets into your head without really thinking about physical space. Like, Limbo boy, like, has a hole in his head, I guess, for the worm to snugly fit into. It sort of fits with, you know, this being sort of like a hellish limbo, like, ghost existence where nothing is really real. So, like, the worm isn't real, and so isn't the boy. So the worm can just go through the head. Who cares? It's not physical or real. I always thought that was kind of neat. Hello, Sadie. What's up? Welcome. It was told to you in a dream that I would do all collectibles ending. Is the ending even different if that happens? If you get all the collectibles? I don't think it is. Right, I gotta, like, scare this little thing into, like, yeah, gotta scare it into, like, powering up a wheel like a little hamster. Pretty fucked up, Limbo boy. Does this stupid fucking dumb child have a name? Probably not, right? Probably not. Just called, like, Limbo protagonist, Limbo child. I don't know, maybe they have a name. Fucking, the little teleporting thing from Psychonauts, the little green, like, bubble snot thing, is called, like, what is his name? Like Oatmeal? He's called Oatmeal, which is like, you never hear him like referred to by name in the game, but like the developers just call him that. It's kind of neat. I have a hole in my brain. I forgot about that. That is like true. Your truth there. God, that video sucks. Halloween, holy shit. Yeah, oh ho ho! Settle down. Yeah, I'm doing Halloween games. The Halloween games will get a lot better once Puku is around, because they'll be the ones actually, you know, real. For now, I'm just like killing some time. I'm also like not that preoccupied with streaming right now. I'm kind of sorry for the previous, like for the SNES games, like SNES Halloween game stream. That sucked bad. I've been sort of more focused on editing a video than streaming. So that's why I've sort of slowed down a tad. And also because I have some stupid solo games, but I feel like the ones that I have left, they would all be better with like Puku on, like every single one. I have a really stupid PS2 game, spooky game planned. It's not the Nightmare Before Christmas PS2 game. It's different. It'll be good, I bet. Oh, the water like muffles your music. I need to drink water. The boss? Huh? The boss transitioning into each other goes hard? That video is cinema? Oh, the fucking Cuphead, I have a hole in my brain video. the gross, like, oh, the boss is like cycling through and like psychedelic. It is kind of cinema. I'm afraid it speak. That is a cool little stretch of just walking around, wasn't it? Very artistic. Is that water? Am I gonna drown there? Oh, would you look at that? Huh? Where? Huh, okay. Let's call Limbo Boy OSHA. OSHA like the Worker Safety Organization. I see. I feel like it's also... I have a weird association of like Limbo and Braid also, which is like... I've said this many times, but the first time I've ever seen Braid, the first time I've ever seen Tim from Braid, it was from the Darkly animation, like Mario is too mainstream or whatever, where like Mario is talking to Limbo Boy and Braid and like Meat Boy or whatever, and they're all like, "Oh, Mario, you're so like old school. We're like the indie games. We're cool and new." And it's very clear that like Darkly creator is like, you know, like maybe 50 years old by the time, like around when that video was made, because it's like, you know, this new generation of them newfangled little games. Yeah, good job, Limbo Boy. It's very boomer-esque. It's kind of fucking hilarious how bad it is. But yeah, that was the first time that I ever saw the Braid guy. By the way, guys, I don't know if you know, but I have like I have an incentive on Coffee. If you donate me at least $600 on Ko-fi, I'll play John Blow's Braid. That's right. For only the steep price of 600, you can see me play Braid. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that a bargain? Bargain? I think it's worth it. I think it's good. Tree Lame Studio has become popular, and it's very sad to you. Really? I mean, I see like people like what's it called, like screen capping it on like Twitter and stuff, but I don't know if I would call it popular. Puku like very briefly like showed me some of those. Like, I didn't know they made some of those like dog shit like FNAF animations, and it seems like they were just kind of fucking insane. It was very clear like content farm shit, but like particularly that person seemed kind of extremely deranged in the stuff that they would make, and Puku showed me some of it. Boomer mad at millennials, classic. Yeah, and it's so fucking like cringe. Like the guy play like you know, I say the guy as if like one single guy like works at Darkly. It's like probably like a team of dumb fucking millennials, but like they self-inserted the boomer who is like, oh, these newfangled games, like these like kids playing them new indie games. They like they sort of, what's it called? They like self-inserted that person as like Mario, because you know Mario is like a classic like game. So like Mario is the boomer who is like, oh, these new games, and that is just so fucking bad. I don't like that. What is happening? This is not good. Oh, okay. This little thing doesn't know like shit about buoyancy. This little stupid boy. Buoyancy. Only plays white people. They are white. I have seen that. The little characters, they're all white. What's he gonna say? Ow, my teeth hurts. Bad. What was it? Oh yeah. I feel like I'm going insane because that stupid new like Unreal Engine ukulele came out. I didn't. The fuck is that? I didn't actually realize it is actually made on the Unreal Engine too, like ukulele. I always called it like, oh, this is it's ukulele on Unreal Engine now. I always called it that because it's just like very Hire This Man-y. Like it's just very sort of, what was it called? It's just like, it's the same fucking game, but there's like ultra bloom and like lighting shaders on everything, and everything just looks like, you know, like Unreal Sonic in the Unreal Engine running around the field sort of visuals. And I can't seem to, like, no matter how hard, which not for, I say no matter how hard I dig, but really I have not placed the most effort into this. I can't seem to like find if people have like I can't find people saying that like if the new Yuka has like new gameplay or not. Like I can't find anyone like talking about like saying if like the new one fixes any of the dog shit gameplay of ukulele. Which by dog shit I mean that like it's sort of just, what the fuck they want me to do here? What is this? Just like, oh right, I know what to do. Fuck. Just okay. I see what I gotta do. Drown, little thing. Die, please. Oh well. Like, the ukulele is not horrible. I played a little bit of it. The biggest sin of the game is just being really boring and not being Banjo-Kazooie. No matter how hard it tries, it isn't Banjo-Kazooie. Which that is truly that game's folly, and its biggest mistake was hyping itself up to be, you know, Banjo-Kazooie when it wasn't. It just isn't. The characters aren't as good. The world isn't as interesting. The levels aren't as like memorable. It just kind of sucks. And but like the biggest sin of the game, it's like, it's not like it isn't fun. Like the controls are like fine, like it works, but like it's just kind of boring and like empty. Like the worlds are a little too big and empty. And like, you know, a remake sounds like a great, it's really weird that it is getting a remake because it's like only 8 years old. But like a remake would be, you know, like a good time to, you know, improve ukulele, but I can't find anyone like saying if they have improved the gameplay. It doesn't look that way. It kind of seems like they did just port it to the Unreal Engine and make it look Hire This Man, and like just they removed a lot of the HUD. I noticed like they made it minimalistic, like modern game. Like when you're doing an action, you have a little circular stamina bar, like Breath of the Wild. I hate that. I hate that little gross minimalistic like 3D game style. It's dog shit. Like they just removed the little HUD, like added, you know, like Breath of Wild like stamina bar, and like just again made it ultra bloom and shit. And like I don't know if they actually made any improvements to the game's formula or not. Like I don't know if they made the levels more concise, if they made like the controls better, if they made like the little missions less annoying. Like I just don't know. They might not. I will never know because I can't put in the effort to like look any further than I have. But like from the little that I did, nobody said a thing. And like Vinny played it, and like that's why, you know, caught word of it. Because frankly, I didn't even remember its existence. I don't really actively remember that ukulele exists until I'm reminded that it exists by, you know, it being placed in my general field of view. What the fuck is this? This is a puzzle of sorts, I've noticed. Bleh. I also like I already don't. I was talking about this like on like a chat earlier, but like I feel like the ukulele like franchise is just kind of doomed like forever anyway, because it's just really lame. It's just really bad. Like I was thinking about this, there is not a singular character in ukulele that I like. Like not a singular one of those characters is like charming or looks cool or like has some sort of cool like trait or gimmick. Like they all like the closest it gets is this stupid snake, and even then it's just because it's like a boner joke because it's a snake called Trouser Snake. Like I was thinking about this, like the only even remotely like charming thing I like find about the little world of ukulele is that because the levels are like books, I find it kind of neat that the Jinjos in that game are called ghost riders, and they're literal ghosts. Like they're like actual, you know, specters. Oh, what the fuck? They're like actual like specters, but you know, they're called ghost riders. Like the term ghost rider, a person who writes something for someone else and doesn't take the credit. That's like there has a modicum of like cleverness to it. It kind of almost feels like something that would be in a real like old rare game, but it kind of gets marred even by just the design of the stupid ghost riders. They look like fucking Garten of Banban. They look awful. Everything in that game looks disgusting. Like that fridge character that looks disgusting. It looks like a weird like femme SpongeBob with like it's really hard to describe if you're not looking at it. Look up ukulele fridge and you will see what I'm like talking about. It's awful. It's a terrible design, and like I don't really know who I don't know who would make that and say, yeah, that looks good, that's whimsical and beautiful. I don't know who would ever okay that design, but it's real bad. And yeah, that's just sort of like that's the biggest problem with good. That's the biggest problem with ukulele to me, is just that it's like lame as fuck. Like even with the game that people say is good, the Impossible Lair, I'm not like the biggest like into a Donkey Kong anyway, so I'm not like itching to like have a new, you know, Donkey Kong like. So like Impossible Lair is not really it's not really like that, like what's it called? It's not really that that enticing to me. And just the fact that it's ukulele makes me not want to play it, because it's a lame world with lame fucking characters. Like Donkey Kong, you know, the first Donkey Kong is really simple. The levels are all like just all cave, jungle, factory. It's all very simple, but what is the gimmick of Donkey Kong Country 1? It's that it's pre-rendered, like, you know, Silicon Valley or whatever, silly putty graphics. Like it's like weird pre-rendered 3D that for the time of the game was you know, innovative and weird and new. So like the game gets a pass on looking really simple because it's like new and it's from fucking 1998 or whatever, and it's like innovating on this new sort of crazy like form of art. And then like, you know, for like Donkey Kong Country 2, they already stepped up their game and like added weird like more abstract sort of like, wait, what the fuck? Added more like abstract, like crazy, like what's the word? Like fantastical sort of scenarios, like, you know, the volcano and the ghost ship, whatever. Just in general, like DKC2 is more like whimsical and weird, and it has novelty to it. What I'm trying to say is that ukulele doesn't have that novelty. What is happening here? It's flooding up. Okay, no, I'm doing the right thing for humanity. Where was the rant at? I already forgot. Fuck. God damn it. Donkey Kong, ukulele. Oh yeah, just on, you know, on like the way that Impossible Lair looks, I guess. It's just like, it plays like Donkey Kong, but it doesn't have the neat like charm of Donkey Kong, of, you know, the Donkey Kong music, the Donkey Kong aesthetic, and the monkeys. Where's the monkeys? Not that, you know, I guess, you know, ukulele has its own music and whatnot. I just don't find it very memorable. There's like what the one also like musically, I don't really much care for ukulele either. Except, oh look, I'm already in the fucking town. What the hell? This game is like 2 seconds long. There's one thing that I will give the ukulele soundtrack is that it has like a fairly like neat and like cohesive like little main motif. Oh wow, I thought this was like so late into the game. What the fuck? Like oh god, like you know the Banjo-Kazooie, like the little Banjo-Kazooie, like yeah, the little Banjo-Kazooie the little Banjo-Kazooie motif, the one in ukulele that's, you know, supposed to like stand in for it. It's fairly memorable. Oh good, I still remember what it sounds like, even though I haven't like, you know, cared about the game in like an age. Yeah, that's about it. There's like not a singular like other song from it that I actually remember. Unlike, you know, Banjo-Kazooie, where like all the music gets stuck in your head like all the time. At least my head. Is this real physics? Do like neon signs really electrocute you if you touch them? I don't think that's real. Yeah, man. How did that? What? How did it work the first time I was here and then never again? What? What? Huh? Excuse me, what? I'm really sleepy. I woke up at like 5 a.m. and it's now 6 p.m. I don't feel too good. Fuck. Is that some fucking music that I'm hearing right now? That's crazy. Yeah, I think I finished the Yuka Renti. It's just a really lame franchise that is kind of like cursed. Like I think that franchise is just kind of cursed to forever be it's just not. It just will never be. I feel like it also like solely speaking on its like public reception, I feel like it's tainted forever. Like I feel like people just sort of like won't ever like that franchise. That like people that already don't like it will never like it going from now on anyway, because like they burnt too much goodwill when the game was like fresh new. Like they promised too much, like when they were, you know, releasing the game. They were like, oh, this is gonna be the new Banjo. We are Banjo, guys. Like we're like one of the Banjo devs under like a new team. Fucking check this out. And they just fumbled it. They just fumbled the Yuka thing. And like forever now, people probably won't. Oh, good. Probably just won't give it a chance, even if it like no matter how many fucking remakes it gets, how many like new games it gets, it's just forever sort of this like tainted franchise, I think. You know, and then there's also this whole then there's also the whole JonTron like situation, which I did not quite understand at the time, you know, because I was a stupid like child / teenager back then. I didn't quite understand like what the hell, what is the big deal with like JonTron being removed from the game. I was like you know, like I was like, why did they how bad could it have been the thing JonTron did for them to remove him? And but then once I sort of like grew up a bit and like found out, sort of learned what JonTron like had said around that time that got him you know, in some mild trouble, to say the least. Once I actually found out, I was like, oh wow, it's actually more impressive that, oh my god, it's actually more impressive that like A Hat in Time didn't remove JonTron, like, than him being. This sentence makes no sense, but like, I'm impressed that JonTron wasn't removed from both Yooka-Laylee and Hat in Time, is what I'm trying to say. Because it was bad. It was not good, guys. It was not good. And I mean, I don't know the reasons why like the Hat in Time devs like decided not to remove him. I guess they didn't want to like bring attention to it. Like, I feel like the Yooka-Laylee devs didn't handle it good anyway. Like, didn't handle it good either. They should have removed JonTron silently. Like, they let out like a whole like statement of like, oh, we're removing JonTron for his like, you know, thing they did, which like, again, that is actually pretty justified, but also I feel like just the way that they handled it was like a little bit not like the most grateful, and it just kind of like caused a stir and like caused a bunch of people to be like, oh, this game is stupid, this game is woke, ukulele sucks, oh, Hat in Time is so much better. They didn't remove JonTron. It just created this whole fucking fuzz that they really did not have to. Like they should have just sat there. I still think it's like just so funny. Like the funniest reaction I've ever seen to JonTron being in A Hat in Time was from Grapefruit. Grapefruit was like playing, he was playing A Hat in Time, and he gets to the receptionist bird that is JonTron, and he lets him say his whole dialogue. He just lets the bird talk, and it's like, wow. And then he leaves. He just like moves on with the level and like just continues playing without like acknowledging it whatsoever. And it's like the most fucking base thing ever. I thought that was fall damage. I overestimate the fall damage in this game a lot. Very, very funny the way that he did that. Just like, wow. It's pretty humorous. John tied to the game, running properly. Removing JonTron to break A Hat in Time and would cause you to die. Yeah, his voice was like was baked into the programming. Ugh. My nose. Gross. Nose gross. No Pokemon. Hey, Penis! JonTron is back in ukulele and is singing. Okay. I'm really glad that you like that bit as much as I do. The grapefruit. JonTron is back and is singing the N-word like bit. I really like that. I'm glad it will never be forgotten. Yeah, man. Okay. I thought this was like so late into the game. I guess the final world must be the factory level. I thought I wasn't gonna beat this game because like the puzzles because the puzzles get too like stupid and annoying, but this is actually being quite breezy so far, and I wanted to see if it would break. In fact, will it? I'm curious. Will it break? I want it to break. Yeah, break it, penis. Okay, it's a scripted break. Okay. I thought this game was like longer than it. I guess it's still going for longer, but I thought that this like particular little event of getting into the hotel sign was further into the game, and that the puzzles would like rank up, would like sort of what's the word? Rise up? What the fuck is this? Not rise up. Scale up? What the fuck am I trying to say? Would... Oh my god. Fucking ragdoll. I thought the puzzles get harder, like, quicker. Would ramp up. There we go. I got him. I thought the puzzles would ramp up, like, quicker than this, but they never did. Very odd. Yeah, that glass dome, it does look quite 3D, doesn't it? Don't it? Bit weird, in it. I'm almost at the end of Carl Pilkington show little thing. I keep like watching them while I'm eating lunch, but the second that I'm done with like lunch or dinner, I get like bored of them. Like I get bored of like watching, not like watching them, but like specifically, I'm watching them so that I can eat my food. So once I'm done with the food, I want to go and do something else now. And I don't want to do it while also watching Carl Pilkington. I want to be locked in to the show itself and not, leave it on the corner like Subway Surfers. So I've been sort of watching the Carl episodes like piecemeal. Because, I only like watch them while I'm eating. Is this from like right to left? What the fuck is this? Is this not real? Oh, it's so warm. Good. Oh. The most fun mechanic in the game. I think the worm actually does, like... At least it increases your movement speed. Because, like... You can disagree with the worm and slow down a little bit. Or you can agree with the worm and go forward quick. And when you're agreeing with the worm, you go quite a bit quicker than... You go quite a bit, like, quicker than, like, typical walking in this game. Which is kind of a plus, I guess, you know, to the worm. That sounds like a real like philosophy like lesson. Like, one must agree with the worm to get anywhere in life, you know. Wireland transformation. No. Pizza Tower transformation. Like early demo Pizza Tower like transformation where everything is just you're auto running now. Like bomb. What is it? Bomb. What is the other one that like made you auto run? It was like bomb. The I don't think fire. Fire. Yeah, no. Fire did it. Also made you auto run. The fire, bomb, everything made you fucking auto run. It was stupid. I'm glad that they ended up, you know, slightly more varied. Or like, you know, I guess the barrel wasn't really auto running. It's like it's auto run, but you can stop on a dime sometimes. It's quite foolish. Ugh. Is this the factory? Is this like? I'm sort of like whoa. I'm sort of basing the runtime of this game on like the few like grapefruit streams that there are of this game, and like. Didn't he fucking play this game like for 3 streams? He played this game 3 times, and I could swear that the hotel sign bit was in his second stream thumbnail. Like, I could swear it was that. So like, I thought that this game was like a little longer than this. Am I like at the end of it already? What the fuck? Is he just really, really shit at the game? That is not possible. What's that? Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Stupid. You never seen gameplay of this game and you missed on nothing? Yeah, just looking at it be played is probably not very enthralling. And neither is playing it, really. It's just kind of like... It's just kind of like... Looks kind of cool, I guess, you know? Huh? I see. I don't know. What? Huh? That's a funny sound. What is up? No. Stop. This pleases the worm. Ah. You see, it's a puzzle of sorts. That's the first time you ever have to disagree with the worm. Kinda neat. Fuck the developer, he stole the award from Pizza Tower? Oh yeah! It was like what the main artist of this game that made Cocoon, which is another sort of like it's like the modern equivalent of this game of like it's not very special, but it's like sort of AAA-y, even though they call it indie. It is not indie whatsoever. Like it's AAA-y, but it's like whimsical and different from what like Call of Duty gamers are used to. So they're like, wow, art! And you know, they're like, wow, Cocoon, this is the best game ever made. You know how I know that? Because literally, I talked to my cousin back to when like the Game Awards were happening, that particular Game Awards where Pizza Tower lost like Best Indie. That particular like Game Awards, like I talked to my cousin about it, and I was like, you know, like, wow, could you believe like this fucking random ass game Cocoon like beat Pizza Tower? Like literally fucking no one knew about this, and I was like, are you crazy? Everyone knows about this. I played this. This is the best game ever. I was like, oh, it's this kind of game, eh? It's a game made for like normies who don't actually play video games. I see. That's pretty cool. The second that the words, oh yeah, this game, like came out of my cousin's mouth, I was certain that like I knew that it was like the modern like Limbo. What the fuck? My grandma? What is my grandma talking about? Why do I have 0 concurrent viewers? That is not even real. That's not even true. I see the viewer right there. There's at least 1. This is one of these awesome games where when you tab out of it, it stops having sound. That's awesome. Good. Let me just respond to my grandma. Okay. There's so many small issues with the gameplay. It's kind of crazy. Not really. I mean, if you consider the fact that this game is like bloodingly slow, I guess, yeah, that is a problem, but like it's not like it doesn't work. It's not like, you know, the controls are detrimental to the like puzzle solving experience. It's like it's not bad for the medium that it's doing. It's okay. Like it works. You run, you jump, you push things, push. It's oh, you're talking about Cocoon? Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Good. It just seemed lame from like what I saw of it. It's like, wow, little thing goes through like portals and whatnot. I was like, eh. There's no box here no more. What's up with that? Couldn't see, but like I sort of like knowingly, like I wisely like furrowed my brow and like scratched my chin. Okay, what the fuck is this? Yeah. Are we doing it? Is this gravity? This is not physics. This is not even how physics works. You know what I was... You know what I always thought? Is the game Little Nightmares is essentially like a cross, like the unholy child of this game, like I played that game, and Little Big Planet. I was kind of reminded of this because I think a new Little Nightmares just came out, which I'm very impressed with, where they were able to like stretch that concept between beyond even one game. But like I always thought that that game looked like a sort of grim, fucked up Little Big Planet, and it's very much like this game where, you know, you're just like solving puzzles and going around and sort of seeing grim scenarios. And yeah, I don't know, it reminds me of both of these games. It's that, what the fuck? Can you hear the like the I don't think it's a leaf blower, I don't think we have those, but like there's like a water jet outside. That's awesome. Let me close my window. Oh, what a miserable little neighborhood that I live in. Oh, it fucking sucks. It's really, there's really no feeling quite like it when I'm trying to record audio for a video. Every single time I start doing it, every single time I start like you know, saying the words, all the fucking cars of the street start going around and like, you know, revving up. All the dogs start barking incessantly and like teasing each other. Fucking hammering construction work. It's fucking hell. It's misery. It's so fucking shit. I hate this place. I hate it. It's pretty bad. It's pretty not good. Don't like it. Can you hear it? Can you hear the like this drill or whatever the hell it is outside? It's very annoying. It's an impressive, and the story's whatever. The game teaches you nothing about its base mechanics. What, Cocoon? It's a neat toy. That's how I describe like Watam, or how I've heard Watam be described. It's really not much of a game. It's more of a toy. Never thought it has similar gameplay loop. Yeah, this and Little Nightmares, it's pretty similar. Except Little Nightmares is more consistent with the monsters, you know. It's more of a real, like, get chased by the monster and survive game than this one. This game, again, it has the spider, pretty good. It has the kids, alright. Then from this point forward in the game, it's nothing. It's just block pushing puzzles and like no creatures whatsoever. It's kind of lame, not gonna lie. What is this? What's happening here? Is this it? Am I okay? I'm onto something. I'm cooking. Okay, pretty cool. I've been watching more Vinny play Spelunky 2. It took him like it's taking him a lot longer to like get to just the main final boss of that game. Like, it's taking him so much longer than the final boss of, you know, the first Spelunky. Like, that game is brutal. It's so much harder than Spelunky 1. And, you know, Vinny is streaming the game, so, like, he can't, you know, fully pay attention to it. Because, you know, he's streaming. That's just how streaming works. And it's really fucked up to look at. Like, just, like, all the scenarios that that game like puts you into, it like sucks ass. Spelunky 1 already sucked ass, and then 2 like sucks ass even harder. It's kind of funny though. Like Spelunky is really not the kind of game you get upset at like losing at, because you just expect it to be complete and utter cock all the time anyway. Like that game, it's just on a completely new league. Like I almost feel like there's no point whatsoever in playing that game for fun. Like the only reason you would ever play Spelunky is like, again, if you're like a crazy like speedrunner who like plays it every day and like knows all the ins and outs of it. Like there is no, it's a video game that is pointless to play if you're not like willing to like put in the effort to get into the like insane skill ceiling of it. It's pretty nuts, isn't it? Hello? Okay. Yellow. Little Nightmares has more hype moments, and I forgot. I didn't know if the title of the stream would like sort of come across that I'm referencing that stupid, the first like appearance of Charlie Brown, the comic where it's like some kid saying like, "There goes old Charlie Brown. Yes sir, good old Charlie Brown. How I hate him." Like I really like that comic because it's just so weird and mean, and that's what I was referencing with the title of the stream. It's Charlie Brown thing. Pretty neat. It's just so funny to me. Like his first appearance, like in Charlie Brown's first appearance, he's chilling, like he's just kind of having a good time, and like this fucking asshole kid like just says like, how I hate him. That's just fucked up. That's just evil. Little Nightmares is more exciting gameplay wise. I haven't seen like much of the second or the, I guess, third one that there is now. I think it did it come out? I don't remember. But what the fuck is this? I might just look up walkthrough of this / stop playing the game. What was I gonna say? How do I make that go up? Is there a... Wait. Does this go down? I've only ever seen like the first Little Nightmares. I think Vinny played it, right? If it wasn't like me watching Vinny play it, then I don't remember who the fuck it was. But it's neat. It's like, it's alright. It has a neat sort of aesthetic and like theme of, you know, you being like a little kid in like a world where all the adults are like horrendous and fucked up. It's a little bit like it's sort of what's it called? Courage the Cowardly Dog-esque almost. It's like neat. It feels like a one-off game. Again, I really don't know how they managed to like stretch that concept into like a whole, like, not, I guess not franchise, but like, what the fuck is that? Not a franchise, but just like multiple games. I guess multiple games is a franchise. Oh my god! What is like, huh? What's it talking about? Little Nightmares, franchise, things. Hold up, I'm being interrupted in my tracks. Have yet to see anything of the third game. Second game was awesome. Played it a few years ago. Doesn't have the same vibe. It's like, it's not a weirdly like, even though the game is like, what's it called? Even though the game is what is the fucking name? Even though it has two little things in that game, the second game, even though the second game has like two little characters like in the game, you don't play it co-op. I think the third one is actually gonna be co-op, right? Like the third one has the two little things and you can play as two people. I thought that was like, I thought that was the gimmick of the second. You know, guys, I might have to go buy groceries. Isn't that just so fucking cool? Cause you know, I was not warned that it was today. I was like told that it was gonna be tomorrow. But as is pretty usual with my family, they're just like, nah, it's today. Nah, you thought it was, no, it's today. Like, just no previous warning, no communication, no like previous even like implying that it might have not been tomorrow. Just like, yeah, no. That's so cool. That's like rocks hard. Do I care enough to like keep playing this game and like come back to it? Or do I just stop playing it here? Because like, I think we've reached it. We've reached the point where this game isn't fun no more. Like, we've reached the point where this game becomes just solely boring and like, again, lame ass puzzles in the factory, and then eventually like anti-gravity gets introduced and whatnot. I guess, you know, this could be the first time I ever beat this game. But I don't know. Is it really worth it? Am I having enough fun with it? I'm mostly having fun because I'm like ranting about various things. Yes. I'll think about it. This stupid little thing. You know what? Fuck this game. I'll just go buy groceries. I didn't start playing this with the intention of finishing it anyway. I probably won't stream tomorrow or after tomorrow. I'll just oh wait, no. I probably won't stream tomorrow, but after tomorrow, if Poco is already like in ship shape, in fit shape, whatever. If Poco is available to like play games already, I'll start playing the Halloween games with Poco, which I assure you all rock. So really look forward to that. For the time being, Limbo again, not that bad of a game. It's just kind of nothing, and the puzzles like do nothing whatsoever for me. And later on, it's just kind of lame and uneventful, but like, it's okay, game. Play if you want. The ending of it is also really lame. Like, again, you would expect this game to like become more like, you would expect it to try having a story, but it just doesn't. It just doesn't do anything. It's again, it's weird. It works in its advantage, but it is weird. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for shutting up. Goodbye, and thanks for listening to my weird, stupid video game rants. Goodbye.